What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today you join me at Tom Wrigley Performance where I'm going to be installing some sick mods to the car. Decided I'm going to go over coilover kit, a big brake kit, and we're also going to be revising the tune on the car. So some of you remember when I went down to Belgium to have the modifications installed, I actually asked for them to cap the torque because I didn't want to risk any reliability. Not that these cars are known to be unreliable, but I've never gone this far in a car and I was slightly worried. Hybrid turbos, methanol injection. So you may have seen previously on the dyno session there was an M4 with exactly the same mods, but he was running a little bit more power and a little bit more torque. So basically I want to unleash my car a little bit more, not to its full potential, but I just want it to be a little bit quicker. Fastest 100 to 200 kilometer time I've done so far is 5.36. These cars are known to do like 5 seconds flat, so that's what I'm after today basically. Obviously I'm way more excited about the handling mods and the braking mods. So guys, as always, I hope you enjoyed the video and I'll see you in a sec. We here, Tom Wrigley. Nice to see you again, Tom. Yes, already got the car up in the air. Wicked, man.
Mate, you well?
Yeah, you been alright?
Yeah, really good, thank you, mate.
Yeah, so got some interesting modifications going on today. Yeah. Big brake kit, suspension. We're going to revise the map as well?
We are indeed, yeah. We're getting the pull software on there today. So that should really open things up a bit. Guys,
just to let you know, I've actually gone with KWV3s. Reason being, I've been out in a few on the channel. I remember the blue M2, big drays. That car just felt, honestly, it still felt very compliant with the roads. Didn't feel overly harsh. The car just felt so much more stable. M cars are just beautiful from the factory anyway, but this car felt even better. Tom, what are we saying there, man? You're the expert. You're the racing man.
They're a good solid coilover kit, really.
They're alright, yeah?
Yeah, they're okay, yeah. I'm more of an Öhlins man personally, but value for money, you know, you can't really fault the V3s. Got obviously the rebound adjustment here, so you can adjust your damping there. Obviously the main feature as well, the coilovers is having the height adjustability, so you've got a spring adjuster here, so it's a locking pin undoes and then you can adjust the height. So this is a standard spring, it's kind of a fixed height really, whereas this spring will allow you to have that much height adjustability, so you can get the perfect desired ride height really. Capability wise? Yeah, I mean the car will be a lot harder, which is great for performance. Country roads, you know, you might find it a little bit harder, but that's where you've got the adjustability on your damping there to kind of level that out. One thing I've not mentioned, guys, as well is it deletes the adaptive option, so this is a fixed setup as well. Yeah, take the wheel off and then you can adjust it there. It's not a big job, but it is a bit more than obviously pushing the button in your center console. So full coilovers and then big brake kit. What have we done with brakes? Yeah, should we go show? Yeah. It's supposed to already have like a road/track setup, but it probably, what do you reckon, Tom? Do you reckon it's going to need resetting up? It's going to have the Tom Wrigley setup on it. Tom Wrigley setup, yeah. Right. So this is the mod that I'm super excited about. This is going to transform the car. So what have we gone with? So this is my own brake kit. Utilises AP racing discs and calipers. AP, best in the world. They do all the brakes, Formula 1 cars, World Rally cars, you name it, it's all AP. So I use their calipers and discs, and then I get my own bells and brackets made up to suit the car. So each car's got a different bracket for the obviously different offset and whatnot. Oi! Getting them out of the box. Yes! We are not playing games no more. I told you, we only do serious mods around here. Oh, Lord. Vented. Grooved. And what they fully floating as well, so we've got the two-piece design here, so obviously when they get nice and hot on track, it allows that expansion so you don't warp your discs as easy. Okay, so that's what this gap is for, you saying, yeah? And this bit here, they're floating, so this part's different to this. Obviously steel and aluminium, they heat up at different rates, so important to have this little floating bobbin system here that helps the disc from warping under extreme heat. Okay. Another big difference, obviously the cooling vanes here. These cooling vanes, obviously when they're rotating, that's what gets the air through the disc. When we go over to the back of the car in a second, I'll show you a stock disc. You'll find the thickness is a lot less than this, probably about 10mm thicker, and a lot less grooves, so it doesn't cool as much. Moving on to the caliper, big difference here. We've also got the size of the thing to start with. Fuck. Yeah, it's massive. Brake pads are a lot bigger, you say, as well? Brake pads, yeah, so I'd say the standard pads are probably not even just over half the size of what that is, so you've got an extra, maybe even a third more pad size there. You've got another set of pistons. And you'll also notice these pistons are staggered sizes, so they get bigger as it goes up.
Okay.
Now that means that the pad is pushed perfectly square onto the disc. Some big brake kits, some of these cheap Chinese ones, what you'll find is the pads don't push out uneven, so that it'll wear the pad at a wedge shape. It's also very important to have this monoblock design, so it's a nice solid design. You've got this bridge in the middle, it keeps the caliper from twisting. And then the final sort of piece of the puzzle is these Hell Performance brake lines. So these are stainless steel braided lines, or stainless steel fittings on the end. They go on, so under extreme pressure, the rubber hoses, they will expand slightly, which obviously means you're not getting the full fluid to the calipers. So these make sure all the fluid's going through at all times.
So what is this, like a night and day braking, yeah?
Night and day, mate.
What's reliability like then?
You're obviously getting a bigger disc and caliper, so automatically there's going to be less strain on them because they're bigger. They've got more chance of dissipating the heat better. Some guys are using these on the road, they're getting 20 to 30,000 miles out of a set of pads. You know, on the track you're obviously going to see them worn out a bit more, but some of the guys then put some track pads in. Another big bonus to these AP calipers, it's just 2 bolts. Just these 2 bolts come out, brake pads out, and you can swap the pads.
Comment as well if you want this guy to teach me on track, because we've been chatting about it. I think it'd be pretty cool if this guy started teaching me how to really drive. Obviously, like, you know, I like to thrash it on roads, but track driving is a whole nother thing.
Yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, I'd love to come along, mate. Obviously, I know all the UK truck really well from my racing, so
yeah, man, we've got to
make a day of it and embarrass some supercars like you normally do.
Yes, let's do it, man. So as you can imagine, super gas, man. Can't wait to get these brakes on, because it's obviously one of the biggest modifications. It's not underrated. Obviously true drivers know the importance of braking, but with this kind of power, I'm now going to have the brakes to match. Paired with the suspension and with the power, we've got a well sorted M4 now. The M4 is a bit of a drag car now. It's not a car that you really finesse into corners, so it's going to be interesting to see if the KWs do inspire a bit more confidence. Excited, man. Terrible. Obviously it's not a real carbon splitter. This was sent to me by Carbon Parts UK. Should hopefully have another one coming soon. But you know what? I promise you, without that carbon splitter, this car, I really do not like the front end. This transforms how this car looks. I'm thinking to go over M Performance diffuser, to be honest, maybe to be a little bit different. Also, I know a lot of you have been begging me to fit springs and spacers. Obviously, I knew I was going to do the full suspension. So yeah, the car should hopefully sit a lot better. Obviously, it's going to handle better. But obviously, we know with the M4s, the wheels do sit in a little bit more into the arch, whereas the M3s are a bit more bulky, so possibly we may have to still space the wheels, but we could be looking at a new set of wheels soon. So yeah, got a few cars that I recognise. Obviously his M240, it looks nice, isn't it? The exhaust looks really nice. I like that a lot, actually. This M6, I was supposed to film this ages ago, so yeah, he's doing some mods to that. This one's running pure turbos. He's got another M4 here. I think this one's just been dropped off. What's he running? Is that a Remus? Yeah, Remus exhaust. I don't know if some of you follow me on Instagram, you'll notice BMW posted a picture of my car on their Instagram page, which has 24 million followers. I don't think they were trolling me, but it felt like they were. They posted my car saying it was Austin yellow, and then obviously they put 450 horsepower, so I'm like laughing to myself, am I really getting trolled by BMW? Crazy. Somebody there has obviously confused my car. So you can see Austin yellow, and then you see my car. I don't know, it's a bit dark in there, but you can see it's obviously more of a bronze. Austin yellow. Bronze Zenus. Got the LLF calipers, Tom Wrigley.
Yeah, AP calipers, look at the size difference. I mean, look at that.
Fucking monster.
Absolute 9-day difference. So, as you can see, you've got 2 pistons here, which makes it a 4-pot, 3 this side, so it's a 6-pot, so you're getting a larger caliper. But inside, you've got the pad difference in size.
Oh, wow.
This is your stock pad here, and this is your...
Oh, it's almost double the size,
yeah, exactly, you can see what I was on about now. And like I said to you before about the staggered pistons, that's a really important fact with AP calipers, these different size pistons. That means the pads get pushed on equally. With these being all the same size, the pads can get worn at a wedge, so the more these will wear, you'll find that they actually start wearing at a wedge shape, because it's not getting pushed out equally. That
is what I'm talking about. Look at that, fresh. I wonder what the red's going to look against the car. I'm going to get these done, I'm going to get them done the same colour as the car.
You like the red for now, to be honest, mate, I'll be honest.
Fucking massive, man. Jeez.
Right to the wheels on there.
And do I need to bed them in or anything?
Yeah. If you've ever been really killing them, they're glowing red. Always cool your brakes down, do a bit, you know. They're big brakes, but they're not indestructible, you know.
just as you would if you were cooling your turbos down, cooling the car down.
Same with the brakes.
Always the same, mate. Yeah, you get the wind through them, cool them down.
So what are you going to drop it? 5-10 mil?
God, unfortunately, Rick, with stuff with these platforms, it's a guessing game, mate. It's very specific.
Get in there, son. It's like a pit stop going on, mate. So what's that, done, yeah?
Yeah, moment of truth, mate. Come pit blade. Down.
Moment of truth, people. The car is literally about to sit in its position. Sitting nice. Is that down?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's low, man. Definitely needs spacing though. Can it do a bit higher?
Yeah.
Definitely, innit? It's almost dragging at the rear, innit?
It's pre-locked on the strut, so I'm happy with the front.
Yeah.
It's the rear.
I'm happy with that. Back on the front.
Yeah, I think the front's fine, yeah. I think the rear is just looking a bit saggy, innit? So yeah, we're gonna lift the front up just a little bit. Man, notice I've switched to my mobile phone. See if it looks a bit better on the rear now. Jeez. Come on. 6 pots and that. I'm happy with that, Tom. I think the red don't look too bad as well. I was saying I was gonna do the gold, but yeah, maybe the red.
Reconsider your decision, mate.
Alright, Tom, all done?
Yes, mate, we're all done. Everything's done. We've got the coilovers on, we've got the AP brakes on. Go for a little road test, make sure that's all good.
Bed the brakes in?
Bed the brakes in, yeah. So like I said, put them through a couple of heat cycles. They're not ridiculously sensitive, but it's always nice to give them that little bedding procedure.
We didn't manage to map the car.
No, unfortunately not. The British weather's played its part, unfortunately, and to really get the most out of this car, we need bone dry weather. It's done boost by gear, so unless you can put all the power down in third, you're not going to see the true benefit. If we map it in the wet, then obviously you're going to have more grip available in the dry we're not going to be able to use that today. So yeah, we're going to meet you up, mate. We're going to meet you up, get that software on there, and you'll be really happy with it. I just want to get it on there for you.
Where you at then, Tom, for people that want to know?
So this is us, Tom Wrigley Performance. We're up in Shropshire, North Wales, Shropshire border, a place called Oswestry. So anyone wants to come along, BM specialist, mainly in the M cars. Got a lot of records, a lot of things going on up here. So yeah, any help you need or work, please get in contact.
Cool, man. Nice one, Tom. Thanks for today.
No worries.
And guys, I'll probably drive home. I'll give you a little update on how it drove on the way back. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to step on the brakes too hard. I'll let you try to give you an idea of what the ride quality is like. There'll probably be an update in a few days, to be honest, because the weather's a bit crap. Clean the car up and yeah, finish this video off. So yeah, hope you enjoyed it. We'll continue the video, like I say, when we get back. Guys, I want to apologise about the bank robber look, and also I'm filming on a mobile phone. I've been mixing between the main camera and the phone, and it's just hooked up on my Mega Mouse, so there might be a bit of vibration. But initially, like guys, I can feel the car. It's responding a lot more to the wheel. It just feels razor sharp. Like it feels a lot sharper than before. Obviously, we've now got no adaptive suspension, but the road compliancy, oh my god, it's riding just like the cars I've been out in, the M2. He had this thing clicked up to 10, I think, the maximum setting, and honestly, it's so nice. And believe it or not, Tom, he said off camera, he's not sure about the KW. He sells them, obviously sells the Olins as well, but he was actually just shocked at how compliant it was on the road, so completely just changed his mind. And as I say, I've been out in 2 cars running knee suspension, and I'm telling you, it's beautiful. We will be back to obviously map the car. We will also do like a proper geo setup in it, maybe corner weight it, and try to get this on track, because yeah, the car's just feeling really light, man. That's actually how the car feels. It feels lighter, which is obviously not, and that's what you get with these heavier cars like the SUVs and even like the M5s. If you got in a new F90 M5, oh jeez, if you got in a new F90 M5, they do give the illusion that they're a lot lighter, but they're not. They're heavy, man. They're nearly 2 tons. I'm excited. I'm fucking very excited right now. As I say, no springs and spacers, proper performance modifications. That's how we're trying to roll now. Onto the brakes. I mean, It's the first time I'm tapping it now. Tom did bed them in a little bit, but obviously I've got to do a bit more work. But yeah, it doesn't feel like anything amazing initially. Tom did say in time that it will probably start to feel better. But guys, as I say, just a quick little update. I'll get home and I'll let you know what the trip was like, and yeah, maybe update you in a couple of days. So.